Good morning. It is Saturday, December 27th or 28th. I am recording from my bedroom today. It's Saturday, May 2nd, 2015. It's 8:56 a.m. and as you can see, I'm looking busted. Rough day. So this is the roughest day today, or yesterday actually. Carlton left yesterday morning, Friday. And I didn't realize I was going to take it as hard as I did. And yeah, it hit me like a ton of bricks yesterday. But yeah, so I felt okay. And then Christ called me to see if I wanted to come in yesterday for some IV fluids, since the weekend was approaching, and she wanted to just make sure I was, hydrated for the weekend. And so, I thought I would be fine, but I went ahead and decided that I would just go ahead and go. And I was thinking I could drive myself. But yeah, so that didn't happen. So I think I took a nausea pill, and then she called me in a different kind of nausea pill that she felt would probably work better with my nausea, even though like I said, the nausea wasn't like bad, but it was just, I was just dealing with it. So anyways, I decided to just go ahead and have her call me in another nausea medicine, and then I was going to go ahead and go in and get some IV fluids. So yeah, so I took a pain pill because I didn't know how painful it would be for them to stick me with the needle in my port. So I went ahead and took some pain medicine. And I didn't think the pain medicine was going to kick in. Before that, though, when I talked to Wendy, I asked her, if it would be okay if I drove. And she was like, I think at first she said it would be okay. And then I think she was like, it could make you a little sleepy. But I was thinking, I'm not going to be like, it's not going to kick in that quickly. Yeah, when I took the pain medicine here, I didn't think it was going to kick in that quickly either, but it did. And so I was trying to get dressed. I wanted to take a shower. This is still tender, and it's just like my veins I can feel them. And it's freaky. So, I don't know. I was just feeling some type of way while I was taking a bath. And I think that's when I broke down. I can't remember when the first time I started crying. But yeah, it just didn't end. It just went from there. So I was trying to work, and I was making calls while I was waiting for Beth. I had texted Beth to see if she could take me to the doctor's office when I saw clearly that I wasn't going to be able to drive myself. So I knew she was at the zoo yesterday morning, and she texted me back and said that she could take me and everything. So I continued to work, and I don't know if I was crying then or not. I can't remember. It's all a blur because I was crying all day yesterday, like literally, and it got worse. So the only thing I could think of is, one, I didn't know how Carlton leaving would affect me, and apparently it did. And then two, I think it was that pain medicine that just really kicked in. I don't know. I think it just affected me, maybe physically and emotionally. I don't really know. But it could have been just both of them together, just really throwing me off yesterday. So Beth comes. She took me to get my prescription. We did that first, and then we went to Christ on Red Bank to get the IV fluids. And when I got in the car, I was trying to talk and trying to be normal, but she asked me something, and I was trying to get it out, and I couldn't. I was welling up again, and I think she started crying too. But she wasn't like bawling. She was just, trying to comfort me. And I just felt so badly. I mean, I shouldn't, but it was just rough. Like, I just couldn't be strong. So, I felt bad because she had to deal with me and Maggie. That's what I felt bad about. So we get to Christ, and I had pulled myself together somewhat, and went ahead and got in. She somehow went into the back way, because I walked up before she did, and they called me back and to take my vitals first, and then I was going to go back for the IV fluids. And somehow she went in through the back way, so she ended up in the chemo room, which is quite shocking if you've never seen a chemo room with people like getting chemo and like just sitting around in chairs. It could throw you, I guess. So, and plus she had Maggie, and I don't know, I don't know how she ended up going around that way, but anyways, she was coming around the back way when I was getting my vitals taken. And so she was laughing at my weight gain, because I was like way above 120, which is totally different than what I weighed on Tuesday, which is like 119. But I was like, I had to fast the night before, so that would have had something to do with my weight. So clearly I have been eating. So I think I didn't weigh myself today, but I've been drinking water like all night. Yesterday I was up around 124 though. I have to listen out for Isaac and Letty. They went out, so that's why I'm recording my video right now. So yeah, so I came back, and I was just like, I'm done. I can't keep working right now. So, because I was still really emotional. I was just emotional. So, I laid down after I got offline, and I took a short nap, and then when I got up, it was like, I think it was dark when I got up. And this camera's making me look really dark. I mean, granted, it's dark in here anyway, but it's making me look darker. So anyways, when I woke up, it was like dark. So I did a couple things, and I get some voice messages or a voicemail message from Isaac. So yeah, they ended up getting here. I don't know what time it was, 10 or 11 maybe. Because I laid back down after I got off the phone, and I was still emotional. It was just nothing helping. Nothing. Like, I just kept replaying. Like, I don't want anybody here. Like, I'm done. Well, no, I wasn't thinking that then. But I was just like, I just want Carlton here. Like, that's all I was thinking, is I want my brother here. And it's like, I don't want anybody else here. I just want my brother here. So And I feel badly about that too. Because, he went back yesterday because his graduation is today. So yeah, that was really the only reason, because Taisha wanted him to be there. She wanted him to walk so that Cece could see her daddy walk, graduate and walk across the stage. So, yeah, so I just need to deal with me right now and take some time off to just relax and do some things that make me happy. So I'm going to do that. I was talking to my mom, so I called her this morning because another thing that Isaac said, he was like, Mama said you real sick. But he was like, Mama said you real sick. So pissed out. Like, I'm not sick. I said, I'm not sick. And so he said, oh, okay. He said, do you need anything? I don't know if he said, okay. He asked me if I needed anything. I said, no. And then Letty, of course, chimed in because he always puts people on speakerphone. He's like, do you want any burners? I said, no. And I feel so bad about being like a total B. But I'm just irritated. I'm so irritated. He gets here, and I went ahead and went outside to meet them, trying to be hospitable as much as I could, as much as I could muster up. And the first thing he says is, oh, you look frail. So anyways, so I talked to my mom this morning. I was like, what did you say to him? Because he was like, he had the impression that I was so sick. And she said, I told him you weren't feeling good yesterday. But that's all I said. I told him, to be easy with you. Yeah. I went totally out the door with Isaac. So, I was like, okay, so this is what I want. I just want my space back. So I was, I was kind of breaking down while I was talking to my mom, but she was actually really helpful. She was very comforting, so I appreciated that. She was like, you just have to speak up and say, this is what you have to do. This is what you need to do. If you don't feel like dealing with them, just go into your bedroom and close the door. And she made me feel better. But I was like, so here's how it's going to go. I want nobody else in my apartment going forward except Carlton. That's it. That's it. And she was like, I understand that. And I was just explaining to her that I didn't know how I was going to feel after Carlton left. And she was like, of course you didn't. You're going through this whole experience and everything is new. So I appreciated her saying that and understanding how I was feeling. She's like, it's whatever you want. It's like, we're going to get through this. So that was helpful. So that's about it. I'm just sore. My chest is just it's just this port. It's just still really tender. All right. I think that's it. Yep. Go with God. All right. Bye.